that's fine. I've got a few stories to tell as I go along, and I've
Yeah.
tried to I've tried to choose some things, and it's a fairly short book, but I can't read the whole thing. So I went through and said, "All right, Baba, help me to pick something out here." So we'll see how it all goes. Well,
Uh,
there's my old pal Mickey Bowling. She lives just a couple blocks from me.
Yay.
When Deb was
Oh,
here.
Mickey.
Hey,
Hey.
Mickey, there you
Hey.
are. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Mickey.
Hey. I should put this on gallery mode. I think that oh my
Hi,
God.
Mickey. It's Diane and Terry from the Baba Anti-Racist Group.
Oh, hi you.
Hi.
Hi.
How great to see you.
Good to see you
Oh, that's
too.
wonderful. You too. Oh,
Thanks,
fabulous.
Mickey.
I had no idea. That's great.
We Baba people get around, remember?
Yeah, for sure,
You
for
get
sure.
around, Diane. You get around.
Oh gosh. Well,
Yes, yes, do tell, Bob. Do tell. Is there a little bit of a story? How I know you have one book out already with Jeff, and now uh have you written poetry all of your days or
I started writing poetry when, oh gosh, back in 1964, when I graduated from high school, I started hanging out at a coffee shop locally here named the Sign of the Tarot. And
Oh,
Doug Anderson was the manager of that. So I met him, and then Mabel and Doug got married. Doug was a good friend of Rick Chapman. They went to South High School together. And so Doug was a writer, a poet. There were lots of poets hanging out in the coffee house. It was, yeah, back in the day. And so my old friend John Hobson, who died a number of years ago, he was a school chum of mine and became a Sufi, and he died a few years ago. But he and I would go down there to the coffee shop. He started writing, I started writing, and it's been kind of going like that on and off ever since. And now it's sort of off. I don't seem to write quite as much as I did at one time. Um, what can I say? It's so odd. I mean, I think I somehow feel I would write these poems when I really felt something, that something would, I just really felt uh, uh, a lightness and an inspiration and to write a lot of these things. And I find myself in a place now where, though I don't write as much, I seem to be somehow living through or experiencing things more deeply that I have written about over the years. Does that make any sense? I mean,
yes,
it sort of
yeah,
feels like that, you know?
yeah.
So even though the words have disappeared,
Mm.
Bob is still here. So
Hey,
so
Bob.
yeah,
Bob,
Ron.
do you read your poetry to do you read your poetry? Because I know you're saying you don't write as much. How about reading it?
I really don't once in a while I will go back and read one of my favorite things. I've read them all. Mostly I read Hafiz and Rumi and books, words by Baba and stories of Baba's followers. And um, if I go back to read my poetry, I always find something in there that I think, I mean, this book is the same way. Oh, I should have made that correction. Why did I say it that way? Yeah.
Oh dear.
Some somebody once said, I don't remember who it was, somebody once said, a
Mm.
poem is never finished, simply abandoned. It's quite true. It's quite
Great.
true
That's
because,
great.
things sort of change as they go along. And my own feelings about some of what I have written change as I go along too. I wrote an earlier book that wasn't before Jeff and I published ours, which was such a treat. It was such a wonderful experience working on that with Jeff. I had an earlier book with a lot of poems that I wrote back in, oh, I don't remember, decades ago, and it got published by Doug Anderson. And I went through that about a year ago when I started putting together this book, thinking, gee, is there anything in there that I could rewrite that I might like to put in this? And some of them some of the works that are in there, though I remember where they came from in a way, I just don't, enjoy them anymore. I thought, did I write that? It's like, who was I anyway? Why did I put that in words? But anyway,
I guess you progressed a little. I
yeah,
wanted, were you you were a teacher at one time? Did you teach English? Mhm.
I did. I taught fourth grade and sixth grade,
Oh.
and in fourth grade I taught a little bit of everything, and but my major was English. And in sixth grade I taught English and writing and some science and some math. So I was just those three subjects instead of everything. But one of my favorite things to do as a teacher was to read literature to my students.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I would read them poetry and I would read them short stories by authors that I really appreciated, and they just loved it. And so did I. I mean, I found that it was one of the best ways to get the kids sort of turned on to good writing, to literature and getting, and then we'd have writing sessions in class too. I'd have little prompts for them and they'd write things, and I loved it. It was great. I was very lucky. I had a wonderful career and
Mhm.
great teaching partners and wonderful families and kids, and it was quite something. So
Nice. I bet
yeah,
you were a great teacher, Bob.
yeah. I had a good time.
All right then, let's hear some poetry.
Okay. Well, let's see here. I will as explained in the I'm not Jeff Wolverton made some just touching comments for this book. I use them on the back cover and also as a forward. And I'm not going to take the time to read those now, but I do mention in the preface that right after Jeff and I published Whistling Past the Tavern, I wrote a poem that would have made a great ending for that book. Um, it's the first poem in this book, and it's titled When the Whistling Ends.
Oh
So
my.
that's where I will begin. And by the way, if anyone wants to say anything or make a comment or toss in an idea, feel free to raise your hand and just do so. That'll be fine. So here's When the Whistling Ends.
Mm.
When the whistling ends and the begging begins, and all your outs become ins, there's nowhere to turn and no one to find but the friend. When your keep you cannot afford, and all you once had now you have not, as you paddle about like that frog in a pot, there is nowhere to turn and no one to find but the Lord. When nothing is left to hold or defend, and however loudly you sing your old song, you come to know you've been caged all along. There is nowhere to turn and no one to find but the friend. When the mind shouts all aboard, but you feel you must stay and follow heart's way, there is nowhere to turn and no one to find but the Lord. When the whistling ends and the begging begins, and all that was thick slowly thins, there is nowhere to turn and no one to find but the friend. Slipping away all you held dear, as time draws a shade on all that you made, there is nothing to do but hold fast to you, Lord may hear.
Mm.
And let's see here. I'm going to skip ahead, try to keep track here. Um, so this one is titled "Skin in the Game." And how you doing? I asked my son. Hanging in there, he replied. And as I drove home, random thoughts passing with cars and clouds, one thought stuck by the skin of our teeth. How odd, I thought. Why that? I searched and found that Job, having lost everything, knelt in praise of the Lord and said, I am escaped by the skin of my teeth. Then came your reminder that I am more fortunate than many others. My difficulties nothing compared to millions lost, everything torn away. Beloved Baba, what can we do in these times but hold on to you? There's no escape, no hiding. only holding on tight as we can to you by the skin of our hearts.
Bob, let me ask you, I'm sort of tempted to ask you to repeat it, but I don't know how many do you have us, would we not have time to do? What do you think? What do you think,
Oh,
Bob?
no, it's fine because I can skip whatever. So yeah, I'd be happy to do that. Skin in the game. How you doing? I asked my son. Hanging in there, he replied. And as I drove home, random thoughts passing with cars and clouds, one thought stuck by the skin of our teeth. How odd, I thought. Why that? I searched and found that Job, having lost everything, knelt in praise of the Lord and said, I am escaped by the skin of my teeth. Then came your reminder that I am more fortunate than many others. My difficulties nothing compared to millions lost, everything torn away. Beloved Baba, what can we do in these times but hold on to you? There's no escape, no hiding, only holding on tight as we can to you by the skin of our hearts.
Mm,
Jai Baba.
great. Mm.
The next one is titled Apples on the Sidewalk. It's a sonnet, actually. Summer fades and fall arrives at last. Out in clouds I walk the neighborhood, air clean and crisp, the day so good, though darker days will soon fall fast. In this old and fading part of town stand many burdened apple trees, which, I imagine, bend aching knees, dropping red wealth all around. There is nothing just now that I can do. Amidst such abundance, there's so much need, a world of countless mouths and hearts to feed. Beloved, this heart aches, cries out for you. You say, don't give up, don't give in, stay strong. Remember me, lean on me as you limp along. I often, I often kind of have, I walk a lot. I walk my little dog. She's asleep in her crate now, I think. I walk her all the time. We've had our dog meetings before, and I often have ideas to write things down when I'm taking a walk, and this was one of them. I don't remember how long ago. Okay, the next one is titled Always Here. Drizzle, snow flurries, most leaves fallen. I walk in cold wind as feelings shift with clouds. You said once, find me in your heart, but how? Oh, Baba, throw this mangy, homeless heart a bone. Reaching my door, I find a small heart-shaped leaf at the perfect center of the threshold. Oh, I take it inside, gently place it beneath the picture of your feet, and thank you for your loving reminder. You, ever near and always caring.
Again, can you do that one again?
Sure. And that was an experience. I mean, it happened. Baba has these ways, I never get words, but I think we all get these little messages, these little saving graces when we need them. And this was a particularly dark time. We all have them, and so this is always here.
Bob, can I share something really quick with you?
Yeah.
All my adult life, I've always had people bring hearts from all over the world to me for some reason. And every time I get a heart, I think that Bob is sending me a kiss. So I just wanted to let you know that that was your kiss.
Thank you. Perfect.
Yeah,
That's wonderful. Hearts from all over the world. Oh, I love it. I love
yeah.
it.
So now every time you get a heart, you'll know you're getting
Yeah,
a kiss
right.
from Bob.
Oh, always here. Drizzle, snow flurries, most leaves fallen. I walk in cold wind as feelings shift with clouds. You said once, find me in your heart, but how? Oh, Baba, throw this mangy, homeless heart a bone. Reaching my door, I find a small heart-shaped leaf at the perfect center of the threshold. I take it inside, gently place it beneath the picture of your feet, and thank you for your loving reminder. You, ever near and always caring.
Mm. Beautiful. Mm.
Okay, this one is titled Boarding House Blues. You say that all I take myself to be is Maya, illusion, not the real me. But this life seems so solid, so real. This aging house of me is all I see. Only when you lighten my heart do I open, walk easier, though never free. Beloved Baba, again and again I ask, what you wish, that alone let me be. Oh, lover, what is there to fear, to lose? Tired of the lodging? Stop paying the fee. And the next one is titled Grow Where You're Planted. I once thought I'd find a better place to be, and I went looking. Now, though mind sometimes pushes forth desire for change, I know there is no perfect place, no matter how clean and well lit, unless, beloved Baba, there is somewhere else you wish for me. Yet still the question grows, how to lay all understanding at your feet, and beyond sense and mind's machinations be yours, when this body that you say does not really exist, exists for me, noticing each movement of fingers on pen, pen on paper, elbow on chair, head turning with mind, aware of every itch, twinge, ache, with all this that seems so real, while all poor heart can do is ache for you.
Wow, wow. Ah.
Here's another one on a walk. My son's dear old dog named Henna, who passed a little while ago. I would dog sit for her. She would be here with me often, and she got along with my little Karis. And she was about 17 years old, couldn't really move anymore. But a couple of years ago, when she was here, I took her out for a walk. I think this was before I had Karis. So and her name was Henna. This is titled Dog Sitting. Henna is 13, a dog year older than me. Together we stroll the neighborhood, not too fast or slow, pausing frequently so she can check the P-mail. Walking past a yard with 4 chihuahuas, 40 kinds of hell break loose. Run, yap, yip, run, bark, yip, squeal, run. Amazed, we walk patiently past, and 3 yards away can still hear them. I am thankful for the distraction from yapping mind, whose noise usually drowns most everything worth thinking about. And I think of you, beloved Baba. Almost home, we pause at a yard full of folks singing, praying at an outdoor Sunday service. They ask us to stay, and we do for a bit, joining in on the thanks and the joy and prayer, throwing everything to the cross. The pastor, who is also a city council member, pauses his guitar and says, "Hey, Bob, stick around. We're almost ready for lunch." But prayer has turned to talk of the devil. I wave thanks, and we head for home for a drink of water and a nap for Hannah. And for me, I sit down to write this. As for the devil, dark shadow mind's endless whispering, yapping, wanting, I think, get thee behind me. And think again of you. Thank you again, beloved Baba, for everything you send, for your gift of remembrance, your presence, your love, this day, this life. You know. This one is titled Spellbound. Watching your movie, 8,400,000 Lives, is delightful, horrifying, happy, heart-wrenching, overflowing with joy, filled with sorrow. Though hungry, thirsty, I cannot leave my seat. If I could, I would forget about soda and popcorn and leave, not just my seat, but this glittering theater to wander the streets, no GPS or map, no direction, but longing for your love until, at last, arriving at your tavern, I'd sit outside in light and dark until you bid me enter and offer just a sip. But I cannot leave my seat. What to do but beg your love and watch as scenes roll on, trying always to remember this is not my movie but yours, begging more and more to entrust the outcome, whatever it is, to you.
Bob, I love that one. That's
Oh.
fabulous. Yeah. So when you write something like that, is it in stages or do you like get this an inspiration to sit down and write? I mean, that one's so exquisite.
Yeah, it's both of those. I mean, I get usually a lot of these when I'm sitting in the morning. My morning habit is to get up and make a cup of coffee and sit down in my old chair. And a number of these mention that old chair. And I sit and I look at my favorite picture of beloved Baba, and I'll have this idea that really creates feeling in me. And I think, oh boy, so I make some notes, I scribble some notes down. And then later in the day, after I'm finished reading whatever I'm reading of Baba's books and looking at his picture and looking out the window, and later in the day, I'll work on it. And then over the next few days, I'll work on it some more. But I generally always write the kernel of the idea down first. Sometimes just a few lines, sometimes a whole poem, but with many mistakes and things that don't quite work, uh, to help me to help this old mind to remember, so old brain so and then I work on it as the days go on until it feels like it's just what it's supposed to be. So yeah,
Would you read that one again, please?
sure.
Thank you.
Spellbound. Watching your movie, 8,400,000 Lives, is delightful, horrifying, happy, heart-wrenching, overflowing with joy, filled with sorrow. Though hungry, thirsty, I cannot leave my seat. If I could, I would forget about soda and popcorn and leave, not just my seat, but this glittering theater to wander the streets. No GPS or map, no direction, but longing for your love until, at long last arriving at your tavern, I'd sit outside in light and dark until you bid me enter and offer just a sip. But I cannot leave my seat. What to do but beg your love and watch as scenes roll on, trying always to remember this is not my movie but yours, begging more and more to entrust the outcome, whatever it is, to you. Okay, this one is titled I Need You. Maya, that dark spider, ceaselessly spinning, weaving a web of nothing, so thick it's all I see, so thin I cannot see. I don't need a metaphor, I don't need a simile. No thoughts, no words will do. I need you, beloved. I need you. And the next short one is titled Forward to Light. And it's written, I don't have it handy to show you, but it's The Tightrope of Love and Obedience, pencil art by Tom Riley. And it's in the book More Light, that was published a while ago. It's a lovely pencil drawing. Oh gosh. So these are some words that came after I saw that pencil drawing. Tightrope walker steps his careful way blindfolded, arms stretched but loose, heart, mind, hands holding balance just so, he begins the next step to you.
Wow.
It's a beautiful drawing. Gosh, if you got that book, just when you have a chance, take a look at it. It's absolutely wonderful. Well, all of Tom's art is just fabulous. So,
Next time you read these, you have to have the picture so you can show us.
right.
Yeah, that's fabulous.
I bet somebody can pull it up. So does Kathy know about that?
Yes, I read it to her. Janet and I met Kathy when we were in Myrtle Beach.
Oh, perfect.
And I shared, I might have emailed it to her as well. I don't exactly remember, but
Okay.
yeah.
So somebody's on a tightrope, he's walking, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a tightrope
Blind
walker. And
drawing.
so it's all you see is the rope, and you see the blindfolded tightrope walker
Oh my God.
walking. Yeah.
It's really something.
And then you wrote that poem again. Wrote that poem.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, can you read it again, please?
Oh, sure. Forward to light. After the tightrope of love and obedience, pencil art by Tom Riley. Tightrope walker steps his careful way blindfolded, arms stretched but loose, heart, mind, hands holding balance just so. He begins the next step to you.
Oh God, it's great. This is
Okay, let's see
it's
here.
so beautiful. Do you find it, Betty?
Spotlight and just,
Oh, she found it.
I did, but I got to get my background off. Just a sec here. None. Okay, here we go.
Oh, there it is. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's so beautiful.
Wow, that's so striking. And that poem goes perfect with it. Gosh.
Yeah, it's called, what's the term for it? It's an ekphrastic poem, which
Oh.
means a poem that follows a work of art.
Oh.
Wow, that's
After you've seen
great.
something like that, then you write a poem. Yeah.
That is, I'd forgotten how beautiful that sketch is. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for showing that, Betty. That's quite something. Yeah. This one is titled March Snow, and once again, it involves, it's part of my experience here in my place. Early morning dark. Finger finds the switch, but no light comes, and I wander about the house by flashlight till suddenly, lights on, coffee burbling. First cup poured. I sit in the same old chair by the same old window, watching March snow. Favorite photo of your smiling face in the same old place. Every moment new gifts from you, measureless as snow, each flake whirling in company with countless brothers and sisters. All you, only you, falling, piling, covering cars, sidewalks, bending tree limbs and lilacs, you, opening heart's door to your love. Mind mutters, it's only because the electricity came back. Foolish mind, your drifts of wants and worries piling cold and heavy against heart's door, for this timeless moment melted away. You should know by now, this deep joy is a gift only Meher Baba can give. So, uh, I'm sure I'm sure every Baba lover that exists has experienced those moments of that deepest opening joy. It's not just happiness, it's something far beyond that. And we've all had those moments, and I can't create them. I mean, and mind can have its own opinions about where that comes from, but it's totally different from happiness. Um, and certainly, there are happy moments, there are sorrowful moments, but that deep joy is. Jeff has talked about this sometimes, and we've had conversations about this in the late night chats, and in Darwin's book as well. But that's kind of what this tried to get at a little bit. So. Okay, let's see. Here's a short one titled, Here's the Deal. You say, don't worry, be happy. Bring the cards and make it snappy. Play with me the hand you're dealt, rough as rock or smooth as felt. Fullest house or poor and lean, I, the king, will wipe you clean. Ready? Go in. Have no doubt. I, the joker, will wipe you out. Why feel cheated? Why cry and whine when all the cards and hands are mine? And here are two that kind of go together. The first one is titled Teasing the Lion. I know that I have no real idea what I'm asking for when I ask, dearest lion of love, please open your door. So how can I possibly care about practical consequences? As you draw nearer, all-consuming one, I'll no doubt care more. But for now, I'll continue step by step, asking, waiting, wondering. Can I simply turn off my hearing aids if you begin to roar? Oh, ignorant one, you may seek to amuse, but do not tease. You have no idea of the practical jokes he has in great store. But remember, he never gives you more than you can bear as you continue to tiptoe closer and closer to his door. And the next one is titled Opening the Cage. Do you remember that old saying, you are what you eat? Think a moment. Are your gloves your hands? Are your shoes your feet? At last approaching the lion's door, before stepping through, remember a truth. You are what eats you. Okay, let's see here. This is one I wrote quite some time ago. I don't remember. It's titled Everything. All the winds and all the birds, all the music and the words, every tree and every flower, every weakness, every power, mountains and every stone, the blood and all the bone, from you, beloved, to you. All the stars and all the moons, all the instruments and tunes, every poem and every rhyme, every moment of endless time, all the sadness and the mirth, the hunger and the thirst, from you, beloved, to you. Every straight or winding path, all the science and the math, the commerce and the art, all the care in every heart, the grasping and the giving, all the dying and the living, from you, beloved, to you. In every harvest and every seed, every want and all the need, all the birthing and the dying, the laughter and the crying, hold fast until the very end, the one, the truest friend, you, beloved, you.
Could you read that one again?
Sure. Everything. All the winds and all the birds, all the music and the words, every tree and every flower, every weakness, every power, mountains and every stone, the blood and all the bone, from you, beloved, to you. All the stars and all the moons, all the instruments and tunes, every poem and every rhyme, every moment of endless time, all the sadness and the mirth, the hunger and the thirst, from you, beloved, to you. Every straight or winding path, all the science and the math, the commerce and the art, all the care in every heart, the grasping and the giving, all the dying and the living, from you, beloved, to you. In every harvest and every seed, every want and all the need, all the birthing and the dying, the laughter and the crying, hold fast until the very end, the one, the truest friend, you, beloved, you.
Wonderful.
Let's see, here are, these are two poems under the title Waiting, and I'll kind of read them both together. You touch this heart, and reading stops. I sit gazing at your image in shadow before dawn, then aglow as light comes slow, gazing, reading, gazing. Years of mornings, years of books filled with torn strips, marking your presence, giving peace, joy, deep, sweet, open space. Years later, opening books again, I find notes, discover scribbles, decipher scribbles, turn pages, read again your words, wonder, are you still here, beloved, to touch, lighten this heart? It is said you listen only for the lover's cry, cry of the torn and aching heart, the sigh. You say there are no words, seal the lips, burn without smoke, bind your wings tight and fly. Why do you remain so distant, beloved, so shy? Oh, I'm sorry, I missed a line. I'm going to back up here. Burn without smoke, bind your wings tight and fly. When even your words leave me stranded here, why do you remain so distant, beloved, so shy? You say have patience, do your best, love me. Oh, Bob, impossible without his grace, but try. And In and Out is the next one. Reading your words, heart opens and thought comes to write. Snow outside, air fresh, sun bright. Maybe I need to go for a walk, breathing deep your beauty in sight. I stay in, looking at your picture, out the window, back and forth, stay or go. Oh, beloved, what a plight.
Hmm.
I look in, out, at you, remain here for now, just here, for this fleeting moment, such delight. Oh, wanderer, be still, remember him while you can, in, out, drifting silently on heart's kite. Beloved Baba, take the string and play as you wish, taut or slack, near, far, always yours this flight. Oh gosh, it's 5:40 already. I'm going to skip over to the end, and I want to read a number of the poems at the end of this book, so I'll skip a few that I wanted to, but that's okay.
We can go over as long as you've got the energy. The next thing scheduled is Artie.
Okay, I'll let's see where I'm going to skip to the end anyway, and then we'll see how I and everybody else feels. Let me go back to where did I just read here? I read In and Out. That was here. Okay, I'll mark that. And now I'm going to skip ahead a bit. This is one that this is one that Diane read our
Oh,
night. Email to the Lord. Some of these are prose poems, and that's what this one is. Email to the Lord. Dearest Baba, I find myself in a place hard to express in words. This life seems a foreign journey through cloudy country, with only brief slivers of sun. I'm in this house, this neighborhood, this city, this dot on your map where you have put me, this place I have long been that now often feels both familiar and strange all at once. I know you know all this. You, Father, the one beyond all sense and nonsense. Please help me hold tight to you, trust you, remember you no matter what, love you more and more. Nothing else to say. Enough key tapping. And anyway, I don't have your address, so I send this from my heart without further pause for thought. Okay.
great.
Flying blind. Flitting in darkness, blind as a bat, each moment distracted by all this and that. Enchanting echoes only lead to deeper dark, and dark striving always misses the mark. Up, down, all around in darkness flying, Ever the same silent note heart is crying, seeking true direction. Only you can give. One destination, the street where you live. Where else to land? Who else to rely on? Only your love will bring, at last, dawn. Let's see, where am I here? Jigsaw puzzle. The name on the box says Maya, the design so incredibly lovely that you buy it and eagerly open. Oh dear, oh dear. Imagine a jigsaw puzzle without edges, corners, or sides. So intricate that no matter how many pieces you successfully fit together in moments of joy or throw to the floor in frustration and anger, the puzzle never ends. The solution? Pack it all in. Find the address of the maker. Go there with all the pieces done and undone. Pound on the door. Shout, complain, laugh, cry, beg, sit, be patient, be quiet, wait.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Can you read that one
I
again?
love it. It's fantastic.
Can you read it again? That one?
Yeah, yeah. My wife and I used to love to do jigsaw puzzles, and it's popped into my head one day. Jigsaw puzzle. The name on the box is Maya. The design so incredibly lovely that you buy it and eagerly open. Oh dear, oh dear. Imagine a jigsaw puzzle without edges, corners, or sides, so intricate that no matter how many pieces you successfully fit together in moments of joy or throw to the floor in frustration and anger, the puzzle never ends. The solution? Pack it all in. Find the address of the maker. Go there with all the pieces done and undone. Pound on the door. Shout, complain, laugh, cry, beg, sit. Be patient. Be quiet. Wait.
Bob, we have to run on. I just want to thank you so much for these and just throw out the thought that as beautiful as any single poem is, the accumulation is just quite overwhelming. And I just thank you so much for sharing this all with us.
Oh, thank you so much. Great to see you, old pal. Hugs to you both. Okay.
Bye-bye. Che Baba.
Bye-bye. Jai Baba. The next one is a short poem about being awake early in the morning, an experience I'm sure we've all had. It's titled 2 a.m. To the grinding mill a bullock bound, round and round and round and round, from thought to thought, then back again, nowhere to go, to be, no sound but silent clatter as mind plods on, no stillness, no rest on higher ground, same worn track deepening at every step, round and round and round and round. O sleepless fool, shout, sing his name, rise up, bow down, to him be bound. Take a step. Driving the highway of life, there's so much traffic, noise, distraction, choking exhaust of desire and worry. But wait, here comes a sign marking a narrow road, Path of Love 101. Stop, get out and look around. Maybe leave the door open, but let mind idle. Breathe deep. The path appears stony and steep, but the vista is magnificent. Ready? Move one foot forward, close the door, take a step, then another, another, and everything seems a bit more clear as you step toward the one most dear. To beloved Baba you have finally come, and only on this path will you find home, or have a glimpse of the real meaning beneath all your lifetimes of dreaming. Is it any wonder you sometimes feel alone in his lush garden, a misplaced stone? O wanderer, let love be your only concern, and to him you surely will one day return. Here's a short one titled Pool Game. In Maya's infinite hustle, endlessly breaking and banking, you own the table and hold the cue. You alone can play the perfect love strike to land this bouncing heart at last in your pocket. Time is always ripe. What would it be to live without desire, walking through muck, not sinking in mire, thinking always of you no matter what, whether you wish flood or famine, ice or fire, loving you so much that nothing else matters? What strength, what grace that must require. O lover, accept whatever comes as his gift. Be patient, but try. This is no time to retire. Defending the castle. I wrote this a long time ago and then altered it to turn it into something else. And I don't know what it is. I mean, I sort of do. It's almost a fairy tale in a sense. But it's also a tale about sort of being stuck in this individuality. Defending the castle. 100 ghouls with mining tools pitched camp in my front yard, and 70 more with engines of war kept round the clock, rain or shine, guard. With terrible screams that burst the seams of their clothing, they struck up a song. Shrieking and howling, leering and growling, they swore that they'd have me by dawn. With a desperate laugh, I leaned on the sash, looked out and taunted them on. I sneered at these numbers of grumbling bumblers. You'll not breach my walls. Begone! Their shrieks withered the trees. They rolled their eyes and tore their hair, digging under the floors and bashing at doors, screaming oaths that took shape in the air. Though I hacked and fought for the walls I'd wrought, my downfall seemed assured. But the light of dawn saw the devils gone, my castle, though shaken, secured. If these frenzied legions of death-dealing demons besieged me and couldn't win, there is one small matter that still needs an answer. Beloved Lord, how did you get in? Throw down the roof beam. And it begins, the first part of it contains a quote from one of Baba's messages in Listen Humanity. You once told your lovers, the sun is now shining brilliantly outside this hall, but the sunlight does not reach you here under the roof. The sun is doing its duty of giving light. You have also to do your duty in removing whatever comes between you and the sun. Oh, Master Carpenter Meher Baba, I was not there. I was 8 years old, living a child's life far away, and had not yet heard your name. Now, not far from the place I lived then, I read your words this cold, snowy morning. I look at your picture, think about this me I take myself to be. I have raised high the roof beam, nailed the joists, sheathing and shingles, using tools I've expertly and cunningly learned so long in ignorance. Living now in the shadow of that building, longing for the sun, I cry out for your light. But all I know is building obstacles when I most need to learn by any means to love you more and somehow begin the true task. Demolish, board by board, shingle by shingle, nail by nail, beyond the pale of all this making. Where's the hammer, the saw? I need a new kit. Perhaps one tool to start. Your name? I feel weak, clumsy, ignorant, but you say, no matter, begin.
Could you say that one again, Bob?
Sure. Throw down the roof beam.
Bob, what's the name of it?
Throw down the roof beam.
Oh, throw down the roof.
Throw down the roof beam, yes. And that image comes from another poem from somebody. I don't exactly remember who. It might be, I don't remember. Throw down the roof beam. You once told your lovers, the sun is now shining brilliantly outside this hall, but the sunlight does not reach you here under the roof. The sun is doing its duty of giving light. You have also to do your duty in removing whatever comes between you and the sun. Oh, Master Carpenter Meher Baba, I was not there. I was 8 years old, living a child's life far away, and had not yet heard your name. Now, not far from the place I lived then, I read your words this cold, snowing morning. I look at your picture, think about this me I take myself to be. I have raised high the roof beam, nailed the joists, sheathing and shingles, using tools I have expertly and cunningly learned so long in ignorance. Living now in the shadow of that building, longing for the sun, I cry out for your light. But all I know is building obstacles when I most need to learn by any means to love you more and somehow begin the true task. Demolish board by board, shingle by shingle, nail by nail, beyond the pale of all this making. Where is the hammer? Where is the hammer, the saw? I need a new kit, perhaps just one tool to start. Your name? I feel weak, clumsy, ignorant, but you say, no matter, begin. Lucky me. Mind whispers, you didn't meet him in the body. Then comes a thought. Perhaps long ago, I may have been a stone you skipped across a lake. I sank deep, unknowing, but when I lived among the grasses on the plain, did you walk there? As worm, perhaps I did not hide when you came, and as fish, did I swim to you when others fled? On the wing, where to fly but where you were? Was I a lucky dog, longing as you stooped to pet? All imagined, yes, but now I cannot imagine life without you. Lucky me to know of you while you were here. And though I did not meet you in the flesh, you somehow touched with silent love so deep. No matter how mind plays its games with heart, I am yours. Um, okay,
That was
this
really
one.
exquisite. That was really exquisite.
Uh,
It totally sent me into exactly what you were saying. It's so beautiful, Bob.
Thank you, Pat. This one is about a dream that I had a long time ago that just really, you've probably all heard that one, and I've read it before, and it's in prose form in that book, 101 Tales of Love too. So I'm gonna skip that one for now. Get on to, let's see.
How are you doing, Bob? How are you holding up?
Pardon me?
How are you holding up? We could just sit and listen.
Okay, I'm doing okay. My voice is growing a little hoarse, but it's okay. Is everybody? Yeah, we're almost okay. What now, beloved, is this one? Early morning, while reading your words, you move this heart beyond mind's reach. When I can no longer sit quietly with you, I close the book, get up, get on with the day. But trying to make sense of anything, the same question rises over and over. What now, beloved? What is your wish?
Mhm.
I never know for certain as I pick my way through this life you deem shadow, trying to accept it's all for the best, all sent by you precisely as I need. But my deepest need is always you. And this one is titled One More from the Same Old Chair. Good Friday morning, 2025. And here I am somehow still alive, having counted years to 78, your name more dear than counting or date. On trees outside, April snow falls light. In here, I'm still trying to get it right, asking what can I possibly think or do, not to please me, but somehow please you. After struggling with selfish mind's stricture, I just now sat down to look at your picture in the same old chair I have sat in many years, sometimes with laughter, often in tears. Ever the puzzle, how can I love you more unless your love opens this rusty door? A couple of short ones. Horse and cart. How much longer will the cart lead this horse? Questions only pile the cart higher, of course. I must fill it with thoughts of you, beloved, leaving no room for worry, want, and remorse. The cart pleads, I am old, I need new tires. And it's hard to ignore its grumbling force. Oh, Bob, each scrap you add makes the load heavier. Only he can tip the cart. His grace, your only recourse. Rowing the boat. In this raging rapid, nothing to do but go. Help me hold on till nothing's left to know. Swept along in life's merciless flood, I cannot see where this river will flow. I want a safe harbor, but you say, try. Mind the current, watch for rocks, but row. O wanderer, rest when you must, then ply your oar, his name, and go.
Wow, that's just perfect.
And another water image poem, Sailing the Ocean. Heart longs to sail beyond the safe keep, far from shore, then dare to dive deep in trust beneath the bounding main. But mind splashes in shallows of loss and gain, leaving heart marooned, awash and at bay. Unsatisfied staying, unable to sail away, heart wanders the desolate strand, begs you, Baba, take my hand. Worrying mind and weary heart need a wiser place to start. Not taking old worn routes, hoping to redo, but remembering, waiting patiently for you, then sailing away on a homeward tack. You at the fore, and you at the back. And the next one is titled Enough. Another water image. Help me give over this frail shell to your flood. You made this breath and bone, this blood, this small self that knows it does not know, but crab-like pokes an eye from the mud. Only you could have planted this seed that cracks, aches, longs to bud. Oh, weary one, he alone knows when you've had enough. Be his, the one closer than breath, bone, blood.
Mm.
This is one that I wrote many years ago, and it's something that actually happened when my son, who is now 45, was maybe 4 years old. It's titled Boy with Butterfly. You keep the chrysalis in a jar. Ask, is he sleeping in there, Dad? Then one day the monarch appears. In a briefest glimpse of beauty, wings unfold, shattered, misshapen, feebly beating rainbow-dusted glass. You take the jar outside, place him gently on flowers. Ask if I can tape the wings. how to bear this terrible fragility. Ah. This is Birthday Sonnet 2025. This was written in when Janet and I were in Myrtle Beach for Baba's birthday. I'd stay in the company of your lovers if I could, in the peaceful calm of your home in the West, walking where you walked, standing where you stood. In your loving presence, all words come to rest. You will come again in 700 years. Waiting patiently is never done at ease, sailing this stormy ocean of tears, more fire and lightning than warm spring breeze. Now the storm tide rushes, rises higher, and here we are crying out for you, holding to your daman, and one desire, to be yours. Nothing but love will do. Here we are, celebrating the day you were born, waiting till you again take lovely form. And well, here's another one that an idea of, on a walk. On a walk with the little Karis, whom you have all met. Now, this is a more recent one, titled Morning Walk. In the street, searching for breakfast together, one squirrel and 6 crows inches from each other. No shouting, no fighting, no need for bother. In this abundance of scraps and sunny weather, little dog and I, the only others on the street, and we stop quietly at a distance to watch, but not disturb the morning breakfast search, the quiet dance of crow claws and squirrel feet. Squirrel jumps and climbs a cottonwood tree as we try our best to move peacefully by, and crows hop, bleep, and squawk on the fly, leaving us again alone, little dog and me. Squirrel and crows together, letting each other be. If they can do it, Baba, with your love, so can we. And the poem that became the title of this book, titled Fish to the Fisher. Beloved Lord, your fish is caught. The hook is set, the line is taut. Since I can neither sink nor swim, I'm waiting till you pull me in. What else is there to say or do or think or hope? There's only you. What is there left to lose or win while waiting till you pull me in? This life drifts on from day to day, the come and go and come what may. Love's tide flows full and then so thin while waiting till you pull me in. Now the storm tide rages faster, dragging your lover gasping after, struggling desperate amidst the din while waiting till you pull me in. I cannot see the end or start for broken, lost, and longing heart. It's all as it has always been while waiting till you pull me in. Beloved Lord, your fish is caught. The hook is set, the line is taut. Since I can neither sink nor swim, I'll wait until you pull me in. This is one that this could easily be, I also wrote this in the plural because I know it's all of us. I absolutely know it's all of us. And so it works in the plural form as well. I mean, I'll read just the first part of it. Beloved Lord, your fish are caught. The hooks are set, the lines are taut. Since we can neither sink nor swim, we're waiting till you pull us in. It's just, I know it's every one of you. I know it's all of us together.
I like that version a lot.
So there are only a couple more. This one is titled Books Closed. So many books, all closed now. Of many questions, one left. What now? One more timeless moment looking at you. What to do? The books are closed now. You're there, smile framed in lamplight. Longing comes, books closed for now. You are here, yet somehow far too far. Tears come, all books are closed now. You said only one book we must read. Wordless book of the heart, stay open now. All these years, hoping to please you, your lovers look for just the right ways to invite you in. Writing, painting, singing, dancing, but all trying dissolves salt of longing in your silence, honey in your ocean of love. Mind says enough scribbling, get some rest. Heart says, we're almost done, but not quite yet. There is but one theme to visit yet again. One thought, memory, one deepest need, you. All these years, all these words, birds in a cage, singing, sighing, longing, crying, complaining, loving, no room for more. Please open the door, let them fly to you, beloved. May I come too? Jai Baba. Jai
Bob, could you read the one about the hearts on crutches?
Oh, yeah, let's see. Let me look in the table of contents here.
I want to get in my request too. Can you read the one about being a stone that's thrown in the water and your fish swims towards Baba? But after that, if you have time.
Sure, yeah. I mean, yeah. Are you still okay with this? You want a couple more? Is it? I don't
You
want to.
bet.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
I have a hungry cat, but she can wait.
Okay.
We're all fishes hanging here.
You should drink a little water or something.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Well, I've got my peppermint tea here. I'm gonna get a
Okay.
sip.
Take a little.
Good for you, Terry.
Thank you, Terry.
Let me see if I can find Hearts on Crutches. Was that the title of it?
I can't remember.
I can't either.
I
Hearts on Crutches.
could probably look that up.
This has been just fabulous, Bob. We could read your whole book again.
Oh,
We've
thank you.
never had a poet in the spotlight this wonderful, Bob. Never.
I
In the
so
history of
appreciate
poets
you.
in the spotlight. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I so appreciate you all joining in and just allowing me to share these out loud. It really is wonderful to be able to do that.
And having you read them is also such
Yeah.
oh my God, I could sit here for hours. It's just incredible, Bob. It's just wonderful. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah.
It's called Sooner or Later.
Ah, right. Sooner or later. Good. What page is it on, dear?
I didn't say that.
Okay. I can find it. Now I can find it. Here it is. Okay, page 50. Sooner or later. Hearts on crutches in long weary queue. Hearts on crutches broken, no glue. How can your struggling hearts go on unless love somehow breaks through? Hearts on crutches stumble, dragging, nothing ahead but dark deja vu, loving, raging, limping, longing, tattered and worn, nothing is new. Hearts on crutches lurch, flailing, blind and helpless, drowning in rue. Everything falters, fails and falls, lost in darkness, lost without you. But sooner or later, all hearts open, some like oysters to the knife, or rock struck from cliff, some as windows to night and tired eyes to starlight. A sigh without thought, parched earth to rain, broken honeycomb weeping, hurt to balm, fist to palm. So many ways, all yours, all hearts at long last somehow open.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Tom, what was it? I think
It
somebody
was the
requested.
one where the stone is thrown into the lake
Oh,
and
yeah,
the fish swims towards Baba, where the
yeah,
other fish swim away.
yeah. Let's see what.
And had the most beautiful ending. I can't remember.
I think that was the one. I think that was part of that final. Of course, I can't remember the titles.
Let's see. What else was it? Oh, you were saying you hadn't seen him in the body
Right.
when he was here, but maybe in the past you had been a stone that he had thrown into
Oh, that whole series.
the lake. And then the grasses, maybe he walked past you.
Right. What I'm going to have to do here, I will recognize it when I see it. And so what I'm going to have to do is flip back through, flip back through the pages.
When we all have a book, it'll be easier.
It will.
We'll learn all the titles so you can tell you.
Bob, is it Lucky Me?
Yes,
it.
I think
Thank
it
you.
was. Yeah,
Okay.
86.
that's right.
Now I can go to the table of contents and find it easier. Oh yeah, because it ends with the part of it is the lucky dog. So yeah. Okay. So
Oh, right.
lucky.
See, it pays off to have old friends that know your stuff.
Really, really, no doubt about it.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see, page 86. There we go. Lucky me. Mind whispers, you didn't meet him in the body. Then comes a thought. Perhaps long, long ago, I may have been a stone you skipped across a lake. I sank deep, unknowing. But when I lived among the grasses on the plain, did you walk there? As worm, perhaps I did not hide when you came, and as fish, did I swim to you when others fled? On the wing, where to fly but where you were? Was I a lucky dog, longing as you stooped to pet? All imagined, yes, but now I cannot imagine a life without you. Lucky me to know of you while you were here. And though I did not meet you in the flesh, you somehow touched with silent love so deep, no matter how mind plays its games with heart, I am yours.
Beautiful.
As you all are. This, yeah.
Beautiful.
Terry read, Diane read a poem the other day called Head Services. So I just happened to turn to, this is actually a series of 3. Often I get ideas, or I'd get ideas just walking around, and I'd see these signs and they'd give me an idea to kind of turn it into something else. So these are 3 poems, and the title of the 3 is Signs in the City. So the first one is Space Available. This city, this life, changes day by day in never-ending play of lost and found. Old trees cut down, lots scraped bare, new houses, old aches in new places, change quietly eroding memories rock. Empty shops with signs space available. Heart cries out, please, space, not out there, but here, here. I'll make room for you. Please come, I pray. Please stay. And the next one is titled, Now Hiring Server. Here I am walking on the shore. A corked bottle will not do. So I send my application to you in the fragile cup of my heart, set afloat, dear Baba, in your fathomless ocean of love. If server is too high a position, would you consider a waiter who putters around trying to remember you, waiting for whatever you wish? And the last one is titled Head Services. Replace your old cast iron heads with lightweight cast aluminum, giving an 80 horsepower increase. to open that. I'm sorry, I'm gonna replace your old cast iron heads with lightweight cast aluminum, giving an 80 horsepower increase. I'd open that door. Step right in, pay any price. If only the sign said, the boss will tear open and then fill your old careworn heart. And I'll finish up with something on a lighter note here. I saw another sign. Little Karis and I were out where are you? She's in the other room. Little Karis and I were out walking a couple of days ago, and I saw a sign on the fence saying, beware of dog. And I thought, that's interesting. I came home and I thought of a little wordplay. And so I got on Microsoft into the AI thing, and I said, draw me a picture of a vampire frog. And it did.
Oh my goodness.
And so my idea was, I'm going to take this, I'm going to get a larger piece of cardboard or a piece of something or other, and I'm going to paste it that and put it on a stick and put it out in my on my porch for Halloween, and in big letters so it can be read. The message is going to be, beware of frog.
That's funny.
AI is good for something, you know. So. Thank you all so much. It's just so lovely to see you. Thank you, thank you.
great.
Thank
for
you,
allowing me to
Bob.
Beautiful.
This was so delightful. I can't even tell you.
Very
I'm just
inspiring.
I've
overwhelmed
read
at the
several
beauty
of
of
the
this.
poems, but when you read them, I don't know, it touches the heart even deeper.
You know, when I read poems, Tom, I think it was Tom asked, somebody asked, Ron asked, do I ever read my poems to myself? And once in a while, but not very often. However, when I read poems by other people, when I read a Hafiz or a Rumi or a T.S. Eliot or anybody, I always read them out loud to myself because hearing them
It's
really
a whole.
helps. Not just the mental comprehension, but the feeling. So and I think that's why I enjoy
Good
reading
tip.
to my, yeah, it helps so much. And I think it's why I enjoyed reading to my students when I was a teacher. It really opened their hearts to literature, to good poetry, to lovely stories. I read the whole Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe series to them, both my fourth
Wow.
graders and my sixth graders, and they were just enthralled. You know, it was one of my favorite parts of the school day, and theirs too, I'm sure, before we had to get back into it, you know, so.
Oh, thank you so much, Bob.
Yeah,
Thank
oh
you,
my
Baba.
goodness.
Thank you, Jay Baba.
Hey, Baba.
Hey, Baba. Thank you so much.
And
Wonderful.
thank you, Jeff, for just the wonderful comments you made. I mean, I didn't have time to read it, but your comments that I used on the back cover and also for the forward are just so touching. I appreciate them so deeply. So thank you, my friend.
Yeah, no, that your reading is so great because it
Oh,
just brings them alive in a, you know, in a whole new way than I could have reading them to myself.
Good.
It just kind of ramshackle sort of
Harry, who's that?
way you do it. It's really very endearing.
Maybe we'll do it again. Another one, maybe.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
more. How many books? It's a pretty big book, right?
Well, let's see, it's 101 pages.
ooh.
There are about, I don't know, 85 or so poems. So yeah, I skipped a few.
Wow.
Hey, Bob,
That's
can I ask you a question before we leave?
Yeah.
That poem that you read with your son and the chrysalis and the butterfly, I
Yeah.
didn't quite get it. Did he destroy it and then he wanted you to put tape on the wings to make it better? Is that what it was?
He didn't destroy. He we saw this chrysalis, and I knew that it was a monarch chrysalis, and I explained to him what it was,
Yeah.
and we just took the chrysalis off whatever it was hanging on, probably on a milkweed, and put it in a jar. And I said, now you know, this is how a butterfly is born, and they come from you see that caterpillar? I mean, I kind of went through the story with him. And
Yeah.
then you put the chrysalis in a quart-sized jar and kept it in the house. And Matt would look at it every day and he'd ask me things like, is he sleeping in there, Dad? And we'd kind of go through the story again, and then, but then when the chrysalis started breaking and we watched it. And I don't remember how long it took, but it was a process. And the monarch butterfly finally appeared. It's still in the jar. Nobody touched it, but there was something going on back then. It might have been that critters got into things that were not good for them. I don't really remember why it happened, but this butterfly, this monarch, hatched inside the jar, but its wings were just shattered, just broken. They were just like torn, and it was malformed somehow, and so we took it out of the jar, and my son gently took it outside and put it on flowers and tried to take care of it, and asked me that. Oh, it just brings me to tears even thinking that he asked this. Dad, can you tape the wings? We've got surely Scotch tape would work, So the last line in the poem, how to bear this terrible fragility.
Yeah,
I
right.
couldn't bear it. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I knew it was very special to you, but I didn't quite get it. But now I do. Thank you so much.
Gotcha. Thank you. I might need to add a few lines of clarification to it.
No, you clarified. I just
It was
curious.
clear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was clear.
Both the butterfly and your son.
Pardon me?
Wow.
Fertility of both the butterfly and your son.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
All of us.
Yeah.
Incredible fragility.
That's why I changed that last line to that, because it's all of us. Yeah.
Beautiful.
It was something else originally. No, it was originally addressed to my son, not yet ready to bear this terrible fragility.
Mm.
And so in a sense, yes, it also applied to me, definitely. But I thought how to bear this terrible fragility, generalized it more and made it better. So yeah.
Oh,
The
wonderful.
your precision in words is so lovely. It's beautiful.
Oh gosh.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you,
Thank
Bob.
you.
Jay Baba.
What a time.
Oh,
Jai
shall we
Baba.
say Avatar, Meher
Meher
Baba,
Baba.
Ki
Ki
Jai.
Jai.
Avatar, Mayor Baba, Ki Jai. Avatar, Mayor Baba, Ki Jai.
Oh, gosh. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Bob and Baba.